it doesn't mean you can think about it and like sit on the fence and go, I don't know if we're really streaming today or not. No, it means we start streaming. Okay? Also, when I'm online, you're supposed to say I'm online. You're not just supposed to go, oh, I think you're offline actually. You're streaming, but you're actually offline. No, am I online or am I not online? You have to tell me these things. No, I guess I'm gonna find them out for myself. No, I don't want to go to that website. That website's a bad place. We don't go to that website. Just keep using... I don't want to... What do I have to... I have... Yes, this one. Your face is not currently spotted. It's Firefox. It's Firefox. You know me. You know what Firefox is. I know you know what Firefox is because I use Firefox as my browser on my desktop. There we are. It says we're streaming now. Hello everyone. Welcome back some more. Rogue Trader. When we left off, I made some choices and there will surely not be any consequences because I am above those. There will be no consequence of my actions today. I deserve only the best. Please. Also, I've discovered that I keep kicking the internet cable, so if the stream goes out for whatever reason, that's totally not my fault. That's the internet cable's fault for being there. Or something. Which I really just... It is such a mess down there. Fire hazard for real. Oh, didn't realize Cassie was down here. Sweet, so when we left off, we hold on. Go to the Pascal, maybe? Go to Pascal. Speak to Argenta. Do Argenta want to go to Furibundus? Seems like the only real option is go to Furibundus, but first I will speak to Pascal. Yeah. Cool. Sorry, just gonna get my thoughts in order, my head on. Right, what are you not doing anyway?
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Oh, Cassia. You really do bring colour to my life, don't you? Oh, I could hit the 3 button and like, I bet that's how you break up with her, which is something I'm not going to do on pain of death, but... Tell me about yourself.
I am a part of House Orselio, an ancient dynasty of the Navis nobility. Since time immemorial, our family has served to advance knowledge, pushing at the boundaries of the dark unknown. The Starway Atlas contains 2,843 routes that chart the sectors of the Segmentum Obscurus and reach all the way from the Coronis Expanse to Holy Terra.
Wow. The second option is kind of cruel, not gonna lie. It must suck that your dad's dead. I want to listen some more.
Uniting the Imperium's thousands of worlds. House Orselio is bound by commercial pacts to houses Galeatis, Ortina, Drotus, and... There is a dark blue knot tightening on your neck, Lord Captain. I can see my reply is not satisfying your thirst for knowledge. What is it you desire to hear exactly?
Let me ask you a few personal
questions. You have my permission, Lord Captain.
You've never lived anywhere other than York 5?
Hardly. According to the chronicles of the house, I was born on one of the Orcelio worlds. Oh, what was it? Please forgive me, Lord Captain. My childhood memories are too vague. Sometimes I dream about the colorful birds that built their nests in the garden, or the servants dressed in purple livery, or the blue fog that rolled over the lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination, not my memory, that is painting these pictures.
You know, you really do just think, oh, she's going to be so snooty, and then she's just the most adorable thing in the world. I know life on the station.
My stay on the station was wholly dedicated to preparing me for my future duty. Astromancy, astrography, numerology, the histories of my house and the Imperium, as well as other disciplines. For many years, dozens of instructors tirelessly prepared me for my destiny. And once a year, Great Regent Alronto would come to the station. He would entrust his beautiful vessel to my command, so that I could master the practical aspects of our art as well.
Did she have any friends? Someone you could turn to for simple conversation or discussion yet another lecture?
The Regent gave me a bird from a sunlit planet once. I tried to befriend it and make it sing, but for some reason, it refused and died soon after. The instructors were too respectful of my duty to my house to waste precious time on idle chatter. Aside from them, there were only servants on the station, and you know they have their vocal cords removed, so they cannot break their vow of silence.
I thought that was their tongue, but okay.
And since the subject has been breached, Lord Captain, why do you not follow this honored tradition? Your decks are so garish. Apologies, I meant noisy. The rabble don't just chatter. Sometimes they shout and even sing. Why do you allow such a lack of restraint? Rogue traders are highborn, are they not?
A ruler cannot maim people just because it is vowed to do so. On the contrary, it is the duty of every ruler to look after her subjects.
Your words sound amazingly blasphemous. If a ruler's duty dictates the need for violence, would dispensing it not be their responsibility? I will contemplate your answer in solitude.
Ah. What does it feel like to guide a vessel through the warp?
It may be difficult to describe. You see, every navigator perceives the warp differently. My mentor, Great Regent Alronto, always described his travels through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths. And I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself to me. But everything changed when I found my own key to this mystery. You see, I've always brightened up my rare moments of leisure time by painting. You may recall there was a workshop in my chambers. As soon as I imagined the warp as a blank canvas, an indescribable feeling came over me. I moved the brush, going deeper and deeper into my own painting. Visions were hidden within the vibrant colors of my palette, and something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete.
Ah. I noticed your love of painting was reflected in your speech as well. You associate so many images with hues and colours.
The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It roils like swamp mud, oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me like colors on the canvas of my world.
Beautiful.
You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
That's your special sight reveal.
Sister Argenta shines like a guiding star, inspiring resolve in those around her, seemingly inexplicably. However, I see a dark and ugly fog billow behind her, contrasting sharply with her shining light. It burdens the Sister of Battle. It drags her down. Yet Argenta herself is hardly aware of it.
True.
Seneschal Viserion is among the few whose colors are a pleasure to look at. Whenever the Seneschal speaks, heavenly crystal clarity spreads around him. And whenever he is angered, dark blue clouds condense over him. And in his rare moments of joy, a pure gleam of sunset pink caresses the souls of those near him. Out of your entire retinue, Lord Captain, he is the only one I would trust with my life.
I'm of completely the same judgment.
The esteemed Magos Haneman is shattered, like a beautiful stained glass window into a mosaic of colors. His bright, beckoning hues are mixed together in complete disarray. I must confess it perplexes me. Normally, scarlet and steel are all that fills the heart of a servant of the Omnissiah.
He is certainly quite a lot, isn't he?
Behind the cobalt steel of his thoughts, behind the cold, faded gray of his emotions, an ember, the color of amber, glows in Master Van Kalox's soul. So bright and warm, one is tempted to touch it. It is sad that the interrogator seeks to drown it with his own hands in the bottomless blue of duty. Sad indeed, but I can relate.
Ooh. I didn't realize he had that to him. That's very interesting. So Dolly, hi! Hi, Ray! Dolly. Dolly. Hi, Ray. What's up? It's been a hot minute.
Idira's emotions are like a maelstrom. Bright, unbridled, enveloping her form like a wondrous kaleidoscope of colors. And as dangerous as a twisting warp storm. The riot of colors hides the truth from my eyes. What exactly is driving this woman? Is it her own will, or is it the Immaterium, Lord Captain?
Stop committing heresy. I've only committed, no, actually, I don't think I've technically committed any heretical acts. I mean, sure, I didn't blow up that planet full of civilians, but to be fair, I didn't feel like it. Also the Mer Queen, yes. Cassia, my beloved. By far best girl. Been too long. Talk about us.
Right here? Of course. Let us turn. I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Oh, she's so nice. I love her. And let's deal with someone else, Argenta.
Greetings.
Greetings. Your boy is on 3 hours of sleep, 4 cans of energy drinks, and 3 cups of coffee past 48 hours. Oh. Oh, that is like a... You're a fascinating medical case, you know that, Ray? Or some audio in mind. Fair enough. I forget that's a thing. Hello and welcome to the Dolly Podcast, where I talk to you about my own interests for about 4 hours. Well, 3 hours. For about 3 hours, non-stop.
About me? I am the Emperor's daughter and his servant. What else is there to tell about me?
Argenta. When I'm in a being cagey competition on my opponent, well, actually, no, there's plenty of people who can beat her in that regard. I feel heart attack. Oh, and Kitty as well. Yeah, you do worry me.
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
Like, someday I'm just worried you're just not gonna show up to stream anymore, you know? That scares me. That saddens me. cannot do any trading right now. That's awful. I need to find more contacts. I need to find more money. Our Jen's the OP. Yeah, she is just so good. Just like... Hey, you see those guys over there? I don't want to anymore. I like to hear Augury, Adira.
All right, let's hear what they're whispering about you.
Adira laughs, rubs her hands together and suddenly freezes with a vacant smile on her face, her head slightly tilted. You feel goosebumps appear on your skin, and your collar begins to wave ever so slightly, smooth by a breeze from half the door. I swear I've heard this one before.
Another road. The road begins at the threshold of the expanse and leads to the bowels of the emerging world.
Reading the threads of fate is not meant for you, slave of the enthroned corpse. Step into the embrace of doom, for thus was it preordained by the architect of fates.
Adira, are you okay?
That wasn't me. I swear on everything that's holy. I don't know what the second road is or who watches over it, but I beg you, stay away from it.
You got it, Adira. I'm just gonna be standing over there if you need me. Like, just the other side of the room. If you're stuck on this machine and I'm haunting you. Well, that's good at least. Where's Pascal? How hard is it to find a single...
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends. May...
What's this bloody thing he's telling me to do? Rotated cogitator on the bridge. Where's the cogitator? What's he talking? What is bro yapping about for real? Is it this? What advice? Kill Pascal, he sucks. Nice bait, but I actually happen to know that he's one of the best units in the game. Because I've seen his performance. He's one of the best units in the game. Or at the very least having a power axe that can just melt anyone in front of him and around him. Whilst also being able to immediately follow it up with a gun. Trust Abelard fully. I already do. I trust Abelard as a person. I don't trust him as a... I don't necessarily trust his competence all the time, but you know. That's just because I'm selfish. Well, let's see. What's this thingy bob? I know he's the best unit, but his ending peed me off. Oh. We will have to look into that then. The reflections of the bridge lights are playing on the unlit screens of the cogitator. Next to the machine stands a hunched tech priest, who bows as you approach, his body nearly falling in half. Lord Captain, the machine spirit of this mechanism slumbers. Should you wish to awaken it, use the key of your blood. Sure, why not? Just stab me again, what do I care? Henrix is great. Henrix is like, I think I've annoyed him. I think I didn't get flirty enough with him early on, and now he just kind of hates my guts. You know, he's like, you should totally blood this planet so it doesn't turn into a demon world. And I was like, a demon world does suck, but I don't really want to kill innocents. You know, I kind of miss the grim dark part of the grim darkness of the far future. You know, I think someone left that out of my memo. Don't you understand? You have to do this. You have to do this, otherwise you are damning thousands of souls to literal hell and potentially causing a foothold for hell to invade our world. Yeah, that's true, Heinrichs, but I kind of don't want to. Now let's see. The servitor's power jewels close around your hand with a screeching clack. You feel the cold metal pierce your skin and draw blood. The screens in front of you flicker restlessly, filled with numerical combinations. The tech priest by the cogitator nods curtly. The sacred mechanism is awake and ready to receive your request, Lord Captain. The skull has informed me the system has encrypted data stored inside. I wish to know its contents. Without another word, the tech priest turns to the cogitator. He raises his hands and a pair of binary code pours out his Vox device. The servo motors in the bowels of the machine grow louder. Its undulating hum responding to its chant. Numerical combinations run down the screens. Scanning 0. 5, 9. Identify, no, have to write notes. Machine Spirit has discovered numerous critical errors. The data is damaged. The tech priest stops abruptly, and the green glow of his visor narrows. Registering an intact segment, Machine Spirit has spoken. The words of Kiava Gama and Dragonis hold certain key repositories. The mechanism is ready to provide the road trader with data keys that can unlock said repositories. Data repositories. Matter remains hidden. The encrypted databank belongs to Yasina Theodora von Valentius. She was the only one who could have known about these repositories. Perhaps the former Nintia Prime also could have known on Messiah Scepter's code. If I were to propose a hypothesis, it would be most prudent of a figure as the Eminence Road Trade to store her classified data in receptacles most secure. Are you following a crew guide? No, I'm not. I'm doing this completely blind. Every single thing that's happened in this game so far has been me making my own choices. Again, hence why I'm pretty sure Henrix is going to shoot me in the head when my back is turned, because again, I've just been going against everything he's been saying. Like, I like the guy, don't get me wrong, but also he's an interrogator. He says he wants to go to Footfall. I'll take him to Footfall. He wants to leave. I guess I'll watch him leave. That was Sug. I don't know Henrix go away. I like him. But yeah, I mean, ultimately my only goal here was to get Cassia. So, now that I have Cassie, and I can like, you know, I guess I just follow the rest of the game. So long as Cassie doesn't abandon me, I'm fine. Of course, I don't know how to get a golden ending or whatever, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Kill, Mary, Smash, Henrix, Cassie, Urgent. Yeah, no, that's pretty much the order. Though, actually, no. I guess it'd be like Smash Henrix, Maria, Cassia, Smash Argenta, I guess. Argenta's kind of life. I know. They're all really pretty, okay? They're all really pretty and I like them. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry at all, actually. Like, Argenta's a little bit sus, but also I think it's really hot when a woman starts talking in religious scripture, so... So no killing, but smashing two, but marrying one of them. Exactly, exactly. I put this dressing gown on because it was cold, because it was overcast. It's not overcast anymore, so it's not cold anymore. But if I take this dressing gown off, I know I'm going to get cold again. It's awful. I feel like I'm trapped in a Sisyphean loop. Like, look, I've taken this off. Don't worry, darling. I understand. I also want to be sandwiched between the three of them as well. Yes, I know. Good, good, good. That is the correct stance. That is the correct opinion. You're among friends because you have good taste. Egad, sorry. That's like completely broken my brain for a moment. I need to get a cold drink. Oh my gosh. Talk about being hot under the collar. Oh my skin really heat me. Yeah, no. Whew. Whew. I'm sorry. I thought I was here to play Warhammer 40,000. I didn't realize I was playing a dating sim. Okay, hold on. We were talking about data crypts, right? How do we get the keys? Virtual machine spirit gives me by the means of an elect2. Sure. Deep in the surface dark outlet, unseen, burning hot needles pierce your wrist. The sharp pain lasts only a moment. The elect2 that's been planted inside your wrist should be enough to open repository doors. I'm sorry, Dolly. I'm not usually like this. I'm a bit tired. No, I think you're always tired, and that means you're always like this. Not that I mind, you know. Always good to get a bit of girl talk to start the stream, as they say. God, I've never said that before in my life, unironically. I read too much manga, you know? Too much manga, too much manhwa. That's actually a sentence I've strung together. Unbelievable. I was awful, you know? Not always sussy, but God. Yeah, no, I had this most awful experience today where I read this like super cute manga and I was like, oh my gosh, it's childhood friends who meet up after so many years, and also one of them turns out to be a girl and they're gonna fall in love, and then they didn't. And it's like, where is even the point of reading a childhood friend manga if they're not even gonna get together? Like, that is the whole premise, you know? And no, actually, I've read some manga where they don't do the childhood friend thing, but it still turns out pretty well, you know? Because they have another girl they introduce before the childhood friend, or around the same time as the childhood friend. And maybe the childhood friend is too much of a tomboy or something, or they're not very compatible. No. This random girl they introduced quite literally halfway through the story managed to NTR the childhood friend. Stole the male character. And look, she's cute, I get it, but like, you weren't living with the main character. The childhood friend was literally living with the main character in the same house. It was so awful. I like had to like read some Yuri to calm down. It was nightmarish. I was shaking, I was vomiting, I was crying. I was so angry. There were like 25 chapters in that story, and I got to like chapter 20 and I was like, man, you've literally ruined my evening. Because like, also I was like in bed by like 8 o'clock. Because I was like, oh, I've got nothing going on right now. I'll just read a quick manga before bed. And that took me like 2 hours of like browsing and finding stuff. And I finally had my night. And it's like, I stayed up until like nearly 11 at night reading this manga. And it wasn't even good. And it's like, why am I still here? Just to suffer? Hated it. Hated it. I'm going to write my own manga. It's going to be the purest, fluffiest, most wholesome childhood friend stop you've ever read in your life. They're going to hold hands. They're going to like freaking confess by the waterfront. Just you watch me. I'm starting to tear up. This really upset me. How about we play some more Warhammer? Whatever. Tell me more about the caches. Masai Fazu. Issued, and machine spirits will commence the calculation. Sweet. What the F happened with the ad? Did the ad really take that long? I'm just ranting to myself about how angry manga authors make me, and how I'm gonna write my own manga with like wholesome and fluff. Really not just like full on like protesting, just like slamming my fist into my palm, like this is what's gonna happen. Just punching myself in enthusiasm. It was like 1.5 minutes. Goodness gracious. No advert should be that long. No advert should be so long that I can have an entire rant and you have no context. Actually no, that was kind of funny. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Maybe I should have just left you guessing. Oh god, I hope I don't get hiccups. If I get hiccups now, it's not going to end. I can tell. If I get hiccups right now, I'm going to be hiccuping for the rest of the stream. It's going to be so embarrassing. Anyway. Tell me about the caches. Litanies of the motive force. Wonderful. Security system guarding it. Sweet. We figured out what happened. Nobody knows. You're a guy, whatever. Cool. Find data caches. There will be cool things inside. Understood. I don't want to go for thunder. Ah, Master Helmsman Rava. Lord Captain. Rava's voice over the Vox sounds weary rather than annoyed. I'm getting reports of several ships moving towards us. Judging by the fact they're not responding to our hails, and the telemetry shows a trail of macro batteries, they're not here for a chinwag. Ready to issue orders, prep for battle in your command. Where'd they come from? What have you noticed before? The rubbish of Furibundus. I'm not talking about the wrecks they're about to open fire. I mean the remnants of meteors, glass clouds, refuse from shipyards, little bunched together, and the smaller ships hide behind it to harass ships as they emerge from the warp. Can we evade this combat? I don't think so, Lord Captain. There'd be no reason to. It'd be easier to blast these scum to smithereens than to evade them. Well, 1 foot forward, come with a few macro salvos. Could this be Kunrad's work? It's possible. He could have hired some scum. Or maybe it's just a pirate who saw the state of our ship and decided to push his luck. All my orders? Blown to smithereens. Cool. First ship-to-ship combat. Let's see how this goes. A Cobra-class destroyer. And another one. Oh, it's literally just like normal combat, but we're a ship. Cool. Do we not just go here and... starboard them?
Engage the engines.
That didn't do an awful lot, did it? Let's see. As long as they don't ram us, we should be fine.
Let them taste our fury.
Oh, sweet. Nice crit.
Coordinates set.
Oh, this vexes me.
Salvo. Helpman, take us in.
Turn around, shooting them up.
All hands, prepare
Sweet.
for acceleration.
We definitely can't, like, perform this poorly in the future. I'll definitely have to learn. how ship combat is expected to be done. Okay, we do a swing run. Oh, damnations. There's simply no angle.
Engage the engines! Your vessel's hull is
Is about to tear a void ship apart.
Yeah, no need to tell me again. Man, that was crippling.
Spoils of the battle.
Rookie skipper, yeah, I'll say I feel rookie. That sucked. Let's swing by here real quick. Ashworld, tell me about it. That's a dead world with nothing of worth on it. This place. Lord Captain. The station's airlocks have been sealed from the inside. Fox recording is stating that priest of the Altar Temple in Calaxis 17 Sanctuary had no desire to communicate with the laity, and refusing access to guest space in the Duchess privilege. Duchess Mechanicus privilege and infallibility grant them sole jurisdiction over their sacred sites. Yeah, fair enough. There's a Drusus's Blessing. What's this? Flagship, Drusus's Blessing, a small escort. They're ahead. They're requesting direct swap channel, patching you through. Oh, who's this? Charter's Captain Austerus Thorfrost. The Vox channel clicks, and after a brief pause, a dry, low voice hails you. Greetings, Lord Captain. I am honoured to speak with the rogue trader of House von Valencius. May your name be known through the ages. Charter's Captain Austerus von Thorfast, bearer of a free charter of the merchant fleet. How may I be of service? Which squadron are you in here? We develop supply routes for chartists. You see, my ship is a representative of the merchant fleet in this part of the Imperium territory. Yet we do not have a fixed charter-defined trade route. Our mission is to establish business contact with voidfarers in need of regular ship repairs and those who are interested in specialised goods. I'd like to take a look at the components available. Ooh. So just straight away, with my huge profit factor, I can just buy some things. Yeah, I should also like trade some things as well. There are some of these, artifacts I never use. I could also email these scrappy auto guns. I feel the day you change your hair to red. I still cower in fear since the day you threatened me. Oh yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? I guess I'll have to give it some more thought then. These guys buy Void Pirate Trophy. There's nothing I can really sell to them because I spent everything elsewhere. Cool. Well, let's just buy what we can and... Void ship management. I can just like equip these on the ship wherever, right? Oh, these are just the same as the ones I've got, in case I like them or something. Increase hull integrity? I think I will. I don't need this ship falling apart on me due to my gross ability to be a helmswoman. remind you, I guess disappear for a month and you forget. That's fair. Honestly, I have been thinking about dyeing my hair some different colour, but the idea of bleaching it sounds like such a pain. High Factotum Generous Stanrock. Your Ladyship, something sinister is unfolding among the survivors of Ragamanoris. There have already been several cases of evacuated refugees being found either dead or dying. All of them had been blinded using various means. I fear there is reason to believe there were agents of the cult among the people who came aboard. I knew the anathema would not fully release its hold-nosed awful souls yet. Let's march and drive it away. Give me a proper report on the refugees. How are they quartered? How are they supervised? The serfs and plantain wardens were assigned to 2 auxiliary lower decks. The commoners are riled up and frightened by the calamity, so to keep them senseless in check, we assigned those of sound mind to work and pump sedative gas through the ventilation into the compartments holding the rest. The esteemed nobles and their families were given quarters befitting of their status. The horrors of the massacre in the streets are still fresh in their minds, so initially they made regular trips to the lower decks to take out their fears and angers on the serfs and crew. It would have been disrespectful to confine nobles to compartments, so we used shackles of a different sort by generously supplying them with amsec intoxicants. Tranquilize the useless rabble and let the nobles do whatever they want when drunk, and you're surprised that they started acting unpleasantly? Are you serious? I need to know more about the killings. 11 bodies have been found thus far. The first victim, their eyes burned out with a gas torch, the second an acid splash in the face. The third was found wandering around on their last legs with metal pins sticking out of their eye sockets. They died before we could interrogate them. The rest were killed and disfigured in similar ways, through blinding. No trace of the killer's identity was found. Beginning interrogations. Damn it, Ed. If I may interject, there is no need. The interrogations have already been conducted. I put the enforcers on alert as soon as the first body was discovered, though I decided not to disturb your ladyship until I had the results. Well, now I do. We've already arrested, let's see, 4 perpetrators at the scenes of the crimes that yet to take place. Those are not murders. They are suicides. Explain yourself, Seneschal. People we apprehended were about to blind themselves and end their own lives. I am confident all those who perished did the same. When questioned, they all said the same thing. They are haunted by the sight of the dying Reich of Benoris. Even in their sleep, they still see the same perfect picture, so the sad wretches do anything to make this nightmare stop. Also, what do you mean bleaching your hair is hard? You're a bloody PNG tuber. I mean, yeah, that's true. I guess I could just, like, pull up the website again and just recreate myself. Goodness gracious. Perform cleansing liturgies on decks housing refugees. We shall banish this blight with the strength of our faith. Certainly, Lord Captain, except I'm afraid it is not just the refugees. Oh wait, you mean your actual self? Why would I ever change my PNG tuber look? Why would I ever give myself red hair? That would look so weird against the purple background. More background. No. I've got you a human, not a PNG. Honestly, it's kind of flattering to think I'm a PNG. You can keep thinking of me as a PNG if you like. I prefer it that way. I don't think of myself as a human either. Yeah, the 4 people we arrested were members of the crew. They watched Raka Benoris die and left their minds scarred. We all bear the mark of that dark catastrophe with the intention of ruinous powers that burn our very souls. May the God Emperor have mercy on us. You were warned, your ladyship. It is regrettable you did not listen. It's never good when the Inquisitor says, I told you so, even though he's completely correct. Wait for the completion of the... White Dark Alpha Ray. I feel like you pull a gun on me with your PNG self. No comment. Also, aw, why is my sight? Why do I have to bring Dira? No, go. pink hair would suit my pink shoes. Oh, whatever. Anyway, here we are on Footfall. The ladyship, forgive me for not welcoming you with the appropriate obeisance. We were told that you prefer to arrive on Footfall incognito, so we are trying to attract as little attention as possible. I'm here on behalf of the Liege of Footfall, Lord Vladimir Tokara. The Liege wishes a chance to speak with you at his residence, but if you have to have other business attentive, I can serve as your guide and tell you about the station. Cassie's lips curl slightly. This is so familiar. Behind the amber-coloured scattering of words of welcome, while less appealing hues lurk, murky and diluted. Look at someone accustomed to lying and hiding their attentions. Vera jerks her head, shakes it, and hisses her teeth. Someone's coming, and they're coming for us. Watch out, Lord Captain. Abelard sighs and casually places his hand on his weapon. Well, Duster on sleep while watching your stream over rest days. See ya. Thanks for showing up. Who's coming? Even on voices, there's a lot of them. Angry. They've got teeth, but they aren't that sharp. Their strength is in the numbers. Pray, what are you talking about? What could you mean by such a cryptic pronoun?
Hey, newcomers! How's this for a warm welcome?
In a way, I'm glad I arrived incognito.
I will take you down.
Enter Abelard. Send up my tech war. And actually, do I could do something really funny? I think that's fine.
Let's make it quick.
I'm thinking, given how much I've improved Adira's willpower and... Whoa. Okay, you just shot two of your friends, that's nice. Given how Adira's willpower has improved so much, and... I'm wondering if best she could probably use some psychic nonsense, especially with our lovely navigator. We'll start off with Pascal. Chop choppy.
Function successfully terminated. Request approved.
And Zap Zappy.
Your science comprehends all.
Time to slaughter someone.
Brace yourself, and here we go. Out of my way.
Oh, you are so good. Oh dear.
Touch me.
Our chances are not looking great right now. Great. And Abelard's like really injured. Sweet. Okay, stand there.
God,
Concentrated
Emperor, move
fire.
through me. Be the fire in my heart. Doubt
You're
is for the weak.
cycle. I'll just gun them down. Yep, that's 3 kills on turn 1. Because she does that. And then
I'll do it.
entrench.
Let's make it quick.
Abelard gets off the ground. Man, there's a lot of shotguns here. That's not great. I'd tell you to go here and do your psychic nonsense.
Anything else?
Yeah, I just kill like 4 guys and injure the remaining one. Sure, why not? And blind this guy just so you can't annoy us any longer. Cassia. Cassia to melt these fools, does she? He does fairly well. Let's see
Step
that then.
aside. The navigator is coming. The fur painted black.
Alistair is such incredible ability, my gosh.
If I may,
Hello Abelard, charge in there.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Oh no, Abelard can't charge in there. Great.
It will be done.
Endure. Ace. I guess I could also have Abelard like finest hour. No, that's the worst. Myself, I can.
It's as good as done.
Designate Abelard.
On it.
Order him move.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
I'll make it
Buff
happen.
him.
I won't stand for it. Who
Buff
if not
him.
me? I'll see to it that.
And we'll just shoot this guy who's down. Just to be sure.
Here we
So
go.
it's up, and it's round 2.
Emperor, protect me! Need your aegis, oh Emperor.
Cool.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Bloodstained Amelia is very frustrating. Let's remove her.
I'll do it. I am his will made manifest.
Just keep slamming her. Do I care?
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor
And
commands,
another
I
one.
act. Faith without
another
deeds
one.
is worthless. I'll do it.
And another one. Oh, I should have stepped you back into cover before I did all that long.
At your beck and call.
Abelard, make a
I will
reckless
do
strike
my
against her.
Indeed. Reduced to dust.
That's 81 damage. That's pretty good.
Victory is imminent.
Charge this fool. Endure.
No matter the cost.
Restart your turn with Daring Breach, because why not?
Tried
We're
and
here in
tested
Cleve.
tactics are the best ones.
Then step up to this fool and cut them down.
It will be done. One fewer target.
And there are no enemies left, just like that. If we arrive incognito and we're getting attacked, that's not a good sign. Protect me. They killed. Every time I warn them and they go, "Dear Emperor, our Lord and Savior, how did this happen? Who would have thought?" There spits on the ground in annoyance. Fear not, young man. We took care of the attackers. Do you know who they were? Your ladyship, those guys were Anvers. They're a gang. They're the worst. I'm telling you. They're scared of no one, not even Leech Tokara. Clouds around like expecting more bandits up here. This kind of thing happen often around here? Shooting, yes. Attacks on nobles, not very often. Less the Anvers. They're vicious. Not a week goes by without killing and gutting somebody. They're wicked heretics. They respect nothing. They follow no rules. I'll report this to Liege. So I'm sorry, your ladyship. I'll go and report this to Liege. They killed her. They killed my lady. Oh, this is terrible. Great start to this diplomatic expedition. You better believe I'm losing everything that's not nailed down. This combat shotgun's really fun. Two-handed. Let's see what this loot has to offer. We need no rules or leaders. We are not an organization with force nature A and B. I see. Everyone's back to normal. Oh, who are you? Opticon 22, you have a sprite. The tall hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin of his hands is a sickly grey hue, while his ornaments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving a general air of lugubriousness? Lugubriousness? I've never seen that word before. Initiating identification procedure. The machine is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is fully authorized receptive structural part of the Cognizance fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted the following options: nation exchange, strengthening diplomatic links, trade destinations. Initiating official greeting procedure for esteemed, high-value visitors. Glorious success to House on Valencius. A benign area begins to flow from the scratched fox attached to Jack Priest's chest. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation logistica theta. Pascal and Opticon 22 exchange glances and a short series of binary signals before bowing their heads in satisfaction. Opticon 22's head bows noticeably lower than Pascal's. The trade deal. Oh, yet the explorators still like me, and oh my goodness. A mobile extractum. A target designator. Deflection gloves. Ooh. Stems. Regions. Ruby pattern bolter. The weather. Wait, hold on. Does that mean that the Psycho ran off with my bloody psychic sword and stuff? Well, bloody hell, he did as well. Well, here's one of these webbers. That's so much about. Unfortunately, I don't have 1,150 stuff to give you, and even if I did, I don't know if I should. Actually, I totally could just dump a bunch of stuff, couldn't I? Here's some chainmail. Here's like 40 knives. There's a bunch of carapace and axes. Cool. And would you look at that? I've got myself another bolter. Sweet. Let's see. This target designator is very tempting if you have a sniper. Unfortunately, I am sort of playing the role of sniper, but I am in no way a sniper, so This Weber sounds so interesting, but I never will be able to use it. Compare bolters. This one does significantly more damage. My gosh. It even has more ammo. Yeah, absolutely take it. Now I kind of need... Oh no, wait, what? Sniper was actually really good compared to the long lance. I'll take it. Again, not that I ever practically use it, but it's there. This flak armor is better than your mesh chestplate. World Origin flak. Not from a war world, is she? No. Still Oh, there's +5 armor if you're not in cover, so why not?
Watching the lazy handle sacred technology breaks my heart. Figuratively speaking, my cardiovascular augmentation.
That's not just good data.
Than high blood pressure.
Authorized movements high 6 time. So you didn't pay, compensate numerated settle account. Should I go on to sell off synonyms? To stipulate payment reciprocal from goodness for me from this at the current time, which contract unfulfilled. See your status kind of payment reciprocal. You waited 30 years to pay us? Execution of payments in accordance with the satisfaction contract obligation. Claims and assets. You've been purchasing full for Scotch and the other in Imperium. You never had to pay at all. We would return to us for you, make them back. What payment can I expect? Universal Mobile Auto Towing Extractors, asterisk the quality stipulated. Unions undergone second meetings actually, in necessary negotiations on the side, less being missions, which have bestowed upon these complexes industrial might in the full cycle of reproduction and life support. Oh, I want, you know. Oh, the explorators would really like that. Oh man, that's like a huge benefit. Whereas, oh no, no payment. Yeah, no, that's huge. Unfortunately, we don't have enough profit factor to get everything else. But even so, that is huge. What a wonderful paradox it is. Oh, a dead body. With an Enforcer Light Carapace. I see. I'll just loot everything, why not? What are they gonna do? Stop me? I'm a rogue trader. The warrant to trade. Otherwise known as a piece of paper that says I can do what I want. There's a code on the side of this thing. I see. I have no idea what this code is, so I'll have to wait for that. What's over here anyway? Bunch of workers. Rackman. There's a Rackman. Rations and sundries, huh? Trying to trade. Internal report. I'm writing for you that 2 days ago, the discharge was interrupted by a raid launched by the Anders gang. In the attack, 3 loader services put out of commission. Furthermore, 1 cargo container, serial number FGA 116165, was stolen along with its contents. Ooh.
Keep your wits about you.
Let's go for it. That'll be mine.
Success.
Commerce. Thank you, Janice. It's covered in dust. Must have spent a long time in the docks. Interesting. Janice? Commerce, 100%.
I always get the
Most
job
quantities
done.
look like standing containers, but the frames have been reinforced and sealing proof to keep the smell in. They used to transport contraband. Strange memo. The holy book by the altar. That void down customs guy. Guess what? Hang on by the window. Remember to bow to the Emperor through the window. This looks horrifying. The fiction is thoroughly beaten before being shoved in the crack boxes.
I always have a backup plan.
This? Finest wines from Yanis. I see. They're also aristocrats, but I'll have you know that I love getting all hands on with the rabble. Guess it usually means money. Oh, that was your dad who was the servitor. Oh, that's sad. What this container rusted and rotted away? Situation is not uncommon with shipments trying to pass through Imperial customs. Now is our time, not theirs. Go to their homes, drug and out the beds. Carve open their bodies like carcasses in slaughterhouse. The Imperial Navy, Capiscala, Caspalica, called over from Valencia. Seem to do nothing now. Rose in the brink. Seize power. By functionary. Fascinating. And what's this? Another one of these leaflets. Commerce.
Just as I planned.
Food staffs and funding. Looks like it's not been moved in a
This
while.
ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Oh, Grenadier's cloak. Oh, that's very cool. What's this? A shrine? Life of St. Drusus, Volume 3.
Success is the only
Small
outcome
article.
I
St. Drusus being
expect.
introduced, same from the name from collector sectors, widely revered. Yes, I've heard the name before. Six. Let me type that into this. On the holy book by the altar. Life of St. Drusus, Volume 3. That's 3, 5. Guess what? Turn by the window, 1,000.
Let us not dawdle.
Hang up by the window. The hanger by the window. Hanger A1. So if this is to mean the code, then it's 3, 5... something 1? 3, 5, 3, 1 maybe? Three, 5, 4, 1, I guess, is the only combination possible with the broken 2. Awesome! And we got ourselves some auto guns, some auto pistols, Psyker's footwear, booster wearer's dodge for every psi pad they use, thank you very much. Interrogation goggles. Oh, I would love that. My Psyker, immune to burning, and a multi-key, and a lot of good loot. That's awesome. That's good. The fencing glove sounds cool. Oh well. That's good. Let's get out of here. We figured out the puzzle. We're so clever. Do the rest of Footfall. Do the atrium. Sweet. Seems like something interesting is going on up here. There's all kinds of Footfall, and you can't tell right away he's crazy and he's an enemy of humanity. Okay.
This place was intended to be merely a hall within the temple, but now a whole city has been squeezed into it.
A rational decision. Ecclesiarchy temples lack the critical functionality that a void station requires, unlike the chapels of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Pascal. The columns appeared to back when the foundation vanished. You know, Footfall will become a wondrous palace in the stars. That lasted long. A large medkit. A big one.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, what's this? More pamphlets. There are force of nature. Time. Oh, a cogitator. I'll check 100 Pascal. Don't mind if I do.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
What can I say? I'm nosy and want to poke things. Jump over this gap thanks to the Seneschal.
Compared to naval service,
Carrying every single one of us, I guess.
barely a challenge.
A body has been discovered.
Be proud of me.
Numerous wounds and injuries indicate this was particularly brutal murder. The letters A and V are carved into them. Awesome. That explains a lot. There's a great sword. There's a commander's monocle. Ooh! 18% extra damage whenever we start bossing people around. Don't mind if I do. I don't know what good this greatsword will do for me. No, actually I say that and then it has the brutal strike trait, which... No, never mind. Let's see. Another Anva leaflet. Delightful.
Operation successful.
Oh, whatever. We made money from it.
I always have a backup plan.
Combine growth and profit to make profit, as they say. A runner. Business cursor, so that if you... Since she letter. Some young lady sent me. Oh no, these are bills. I've been there, done that.
Rise to the top.
Oh look, it's the drooling rabble.
Get left in the dust.
Wonderful. Herald. Live caged Xenos. What's all this then? Some man is clearly making every effort to look dapper. His fashionable clothes are practically new and his hair is well groomed, while Rune's impression is the poorly scrubbed off oil stains from his leaky implant, and the fit of his jacket was clearly made for someone else. Come one, come all, see yourself the best collection of live Xenos on footfall. What kind of collection is this? Dangerous, vicious, ruthless Xeno beasts caught red-handed as they were attempting to commit evil against the Imperium. But right now they're harmless. Our cages can withstand their rage, but wouldn't recommend getting too close. These aren't Xenos, they're mutants in makeup. Man smelled dim, 24 moment. Not Xenos, you say? I'm sure there must be some mistake. I'll check the shipping list myself, rest assured. His words are oozing with greenish yellow hues. I do not think the promise will be kept. Such entertainment is lucrative precisely because billions of Imperium subjects have never encountered the Xenos in their life. Ignorance and curiosity create colossal demand. That's what I was taught, and I can see that the lesson was truthful. I'll buy these from you. Oh man. It'll cost you a tidy sum. Oh, so be it. Whether it's 20 profit factor or 19, I'll make it back someday. Because I am awesome. And the gears of profit will never stop turning. These are surely looking weapons made out of questionable parts. More food booth, the portions look meager. Using old knickknacks for everyday needs. What's going on here then? The buzzing crowd has closed in on several hurried-looking individuals. Some of their faces smeared with fresh blood. Their angry cries and twisted faces leave no doubt a massacre is about to take place. Just cut their throats already. What were they thinking leaving that ship dock with footfall? They're all stricken. No, cut me up on, that's what we're taking too. Better burn them. Ironis Doloroso, who looks exactly like what I expected. Be quiet, you scoundrel! A priest clad in simple black raiment cuts through the crowd like a void ship crossing the sky. You dare pass judgment on others? What arrogance! Think you have the right. That's Reverend Hieronymus. I'm surprised he's decided to intervene in the street rabble. What's going on here? Who are you supposed to be? A concerned citizen, an armed one. I especially think well before giving me lip. A pointer. I wonder if you can back it up. Silence, you must be completely out of your minds. A band of willfully dim-witted reprobates who think themselves bringers of justice? You to pass judgment on anyone. All you ought to be doing is suffering and repenting till the end of your days. What's wrong about that, Hereford? We just want to put these heretics to death. We're not heretics! The Haggard man is on the verge of tears. We're refugees, swear on the Golden Throne. We certainly appeared faithfully until they hung us out to dry. Oh, the protectors that were meant to shield the lands of humanity from nightmares. Traitors, heretics, a lot of them. A man runs through the crowd. People gawk at you, at the priest, and the wretched group huddling in the centre. How tiring. The motley sea of colours that fills this restless crowd is hard on the eyes. So many hues, but most of them are acid yellow streaks of fear, their red buds swelling, ready to burst and paint all who are gathered here. Cassia looks at the crowd of troublemakers warily, and they shudder at the very sight of her. As for the hearts of those who have been forced to defend themselves, they are shrouded in purplish black grief, but their words are as transparent as the ice that lies on top of the glacier. For commoners are always deaf to others' suffering, for such as nature. Bringing this fair is highly worthy of you and me, Dolly. All onlookers are returned to their homes immediately. The refugees can go to Dock Alpha Row. I'll speak to you later to comply or face demands. We'll get in trouble over this lot. The arrogant, self-righteous, and malefactor. The priest shakes his head disapprovingly as I shift to you. I am Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso, head of the Drusian mission here on Footfall. I thank you for stepping in. Please come see me when you have the time. We can talk then. What's this Lore Imperium thing up here? Tell me more.
That's how it's
In
done.
the smashing of devices and cables, you notice equipment from totally different eras, some aged and some merely old, and others hastily put together in more recent years. Makes sense. On these blasted pamphlets. Oh look, loot, right next to the person. Probably theirs, but it's mine now. A man with a face so drawn it appears to be made of nothing but skin and bones, flexes his unblinking bird-like eyes on you. The priest's simple black clothes have next to no adornments, and do nothing to mask his unhealthy gauntness, and the cracked voice says the Emperor protects. The Emperor protects, Reverend. But he protects only those who are pure of heart. Do you think yourself one of them? You know this conviction of yours. Many who have risen to pinnacle faith are full of commitment to the embrace of pride most degenerate. And you must be the young Von Valentius. That name carries weight, and is a burdensome one, for its reputation suggests that Theodora encumbered it with many a transgression. I wonder, will you seek to shed them, or will you carry them onward, picking them along the way like ripe fumes, savouring their sweet poison? Your intellect is known. I've heard many exalt the deeds of your intellect and call your wisdom and gift from the Emperor himself. Fools, they do not understand that Caesar Harry Sprout quickest in light mind, understanding only irresistible to act. I put my faith in the Emperor. If your scrutinizing tone look in his tone softens, well then be twice as diligent, for this text will seize any chance to test your faith. Looks Argent is standing nearby and his voice softens slightly. Greetings, sister. Congratulating your return. Was your pilgrimage fruitful? It was, Reverend. Let it be known to you that Theodora von Valentius' ship was attacked by servants of the Archenemy who will pull the heart of any righteous soul, she says, nearly hissing with fury. And not all of them met a fitting end. Some fled, and more than that, their blasphemous words clearly pointed to this attack being part of a larger design. Reverend Hieronymus, I wish to join the esteemed rogue traders crew and help protect the von Valentius dynasty from the force of the Archenemy, and investing myself to responsibility guarding football reliquary. Sister Argenta stood by my side during the assault of her ship, and I could use her assistance going forward. There is not at all. Follow call your soul, sister. For full reliquary will be preserved even without your contribution, as it was in all the years preceding your arrival. I know what it is that calls you to follow rogue traders, Sister Argenta. You see combat where it helps you to forget how hollow and worthless our lives truly are. It offers the illusion of meaning. Perhaps you relinquish this illusion one day. Perhaps you will die before the day comes, regardless of which you lock on your new path. But before you start on the path towards your new destiny, I have a request to make of you and your companion. Many among my flock are from the poorest, most dispossessed people on Footfall. They brought me troubling news from Football's shadow quarters. In the darkest corners, where the Legion's wardens still venture, taint has taken root. Footfall is consumed by profanity, but even here, true heresy, serving the Archenemy, is a rarity. As the cultists who dwell in the shadow quarters mark their bodies with the sun inscribed in blue and gold, and perform strange rituals in secret. The weak find solace in believing these reports to be rumors, but I know well that evil lurks all around us, which see retribution. We will verify this rumor. With great pleasure. I always wish for the rumor to be true. My heart yearns to battles and heretics. My brave goodbye, sister. No blows. The more you wish to ask about me. What are you doing with football? What am I doing this den of blasphemous pagans and violent souls, you mean to say? Well, football is the first and last stop in the current expanse. It is the point of arrival for those who've just started a path, and those who are reaching its very end return, their souls wounded and bleeding. I embrace both the former and the latter, so they mark us on the side of their impurity. Furthermore, members from across the entire sector amass on footfall. If I hear crewmen whispering about our acclaimed shrine world or expressing desire to carry the Emperor's light into the darkness among the stars, I help my flock in a sacred duty. Devoted trailblazers need assistance, both spiritual and material. Tools, equipment, even garments and simple everyday items. Anything that may help pilgrims on their long journey and during the first days of the harsh frontier life is worth its weight in gold to us. May any help you offer to the effort of gathering such things be blessed. The path of true believers leads into darkness, the search of worlds that have lost his radiance, steeped in depravity. Blessed are the deeds of those who give themselves to the void and the warp in hopes that they... Oh, I'm running out of breath. I need a drink, hold on. It's only Tuesday. I thought I would be, like, rested enough to keep reading. Visual novels do things to your lungs. Get yourself in the void and a warp in hopes that actions may bring light into the darker reach of the expanse, and deliver a few previously barren worldlings the Imperial service. Irene misses silent for a few seconds, and all the more bitter is the realization that not all brave souls will succeed in their mission. But all still awaits news from the wasteland wayfarer, an ancient ark of a ship headed for distant stars. A last astropathic message was sent from beyond the Senius Maleficum, and the stars care to fate secret sins. Oh, new rumour. I bear another darker duty. The expanse is filled with the tainted creations of unholy heretics. These insidious objects are a danger to the soul, but I know what to do with them. Should you or your travels come upon dangerous corrupted objects, bring them to me, and the reward for the vigilance will be even more generous. The Christian mission is much a share with the road trader. Take a look at what the followers have to offer me. Oh my. Damn, now I'm starting to wish I hadn't done that. That sounds amazing. Scentic powers, no mind, I wouldn't do anything with it. Yep, no, I can't really do anything with any of this. Yeah, it doesn't like her. I'll buy what's here. Oh man, that would have been awesome. I'm really regretting, interesting. I'm really regretting buying those guys instead of just threatening to go free. I should have done that. Very foolish, very foolish. Sometimes cogitate would be enough to break any tech priest's heart. The machine is leaning slightly to one side, grimy, covered in school drawings with frivolous writing scratched here and there on the casing. Several keys are missing, the rest are coated with dust. Pascal's respirator lets out a mournful hiss before he says grimly, "Your right of operation has been repeatedly and blasphemously violated. Resting with identification and punishment is a deplorable acolyte entrusted with caring for the spirit of this machine. Let's repair it." Crazy on the side, the machine spirit is cogitator is agreed but willing to serve. Welcome. In the name of the founder of Footfall Station, conqueror of the stars, builder of outposts, and this rogue trader, passing Mr. Wayne, and behalf of all the descendants, I welcome you. This cogitation is installed on the order of the illustrious Parsonus, that needy may tap into the flow of his wisdom. Cast your eyes upon the list of sections. What's Mr. Wayne? Never heard of such a rogue trader house. When this Parsonus saw us, he sure thought he'd big. I thought big. What was Captain Parsonus Wayne, one of the trailblazers of the Cronus Expanse, and this station's founder? I read about his deeds. Lord Dwayne was once a colonel of the Ashen Militarium, but by his will later inherited a warrant. He accumulated enough power to gather a small fleet of loyal allies and venture out to conquer the Cronus Expanse. They say Footfall was meant to be his personal palace world, but the construction dragged on for decades and Ozpasmus eventually died of old age. His enemies instantly tore Footfall to pieces and turned into a bastion of humanity we know today. It's full of bandits, privateers, hustlers, and rogue traders. Pleased with herself, Cassie nods slightly to let everyone know that the lecture's over. She's literally too cute. She's literally so cute. She's the cutest. When I'm in a being cute competition, my opponent is Cassie. About Footfall. Footfall Station has been envisioned by the great past Mr. Wayne as a palace in the stars, and majestic as the spirit and mind of its creator. As of the year of this cogitated installation, nearly a small fraction of the great past Mr's designs has yet been made a reality. Already the audacity and grandeur is staggering. Footfall has become the gateway to the savage and barely explored Cronus Expanse, a foothold for future conquest by the Imperium and the noble past Mr. Wayne, backed by the Empress will. No, you're not dying on me yet. One of the first structures in Footfall was the colossal statue of the Emperor. A whole asteroid to use for the creation of sculpture, but even its titanic proportions cannot convey the awe that every faithful servant in the Imperium feels before the Master. The statue is the centre of Footfall in the same way that the Emperor is the centre and heart of the Imperium. As construction progresses, new smaller asteroids are being placed to the surface. The statue. Bleh. The surface standing foundation floor is past the temple's known and temple is having Past Mr. Wayne's design. The great past Mr. Wayne intends to conquer the Cronus Expanse and build the most grandiose structure, which will shine for the ages, praising the name of its creator and its descendants. Footfall, the palace in the stars. The glory of the great past Mr. will live on the age of grand design. Cogitated hisses and grunts to try to get us inside, spewing out dust into try to stick crap. The fact that also everyone seems to be reading this either implies that A, I'm reading this aloud to them as well, or B, like, 6 of the most weird people in the galaxy are huddled around this thing as close as possible. Past Mr. Wayne intends to conquer. First, the machine is enraged and will perform its function no more. Seat of throne is transformed into marked to serve penance.
Success is the only outcome.
The statue is intended to depict past Mr. Wayne, the legendary rogue trader who founded Footfall. Yep, looks it. Pascal, would you kindly?
The machine god grants me insight.
I could probably do it faster if I like micromanaged more, but I don't really want to do that.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Like pretty flowers overgrown with weeds, the holders of Footfall's former palace and temples been overrun by the shabby houses of present-day inhabitants. Logic this thing open.
Successful.
There are goods. I like it. Unyielding Vanguard boots. That's not something I know how to use. More goods. If it wasn't intended for me, then why is it available within arm's reach? What's over here then?
I always keep my options open.
First meet Diggin. Hello. The low hum of voice is quiet and doesn't gain shift to you. A tall man with a shaved head is rubbing his hands together nervously. His opulent clothes are nearly bursting at the seams on his muscular body. An expression is forbiddingly grim. Still, he's trying to put an air of friendliness. Greetings, you must be Mr. Shadow? Well, the guest has arrived. You're last on the list and we couldn't have started without you. Presence absolutely vital. course, I'm Fidelio. Puts on a broad smile, but then catches himself quickly, frowns once more. These are him we can talk about. The chaplain's about to begin. This is tomfoolery. Abelard grumbles, but not for making sure the man is out of earshot. Look around. The gathering you found yourself seemed refined and respectful at first glance. The decoration and the attendees' clothes speak of wealth, and so does an occasion which isn't far from Liège's residence. And it's mostly gathered on a rather imposing physique. Many of scars and military-grade implants. Several guests look like they are covering the exit. If you're clearly carrying concealed weapons. The appearance has definitely attracted attention. Despite every guest that keeps glancing at you, some are clearly watching your every move, even though they're trying not to show it. What is Fidelio's when they cannot start proceeding until she appears? Judged by the way the fellow with the list was talking about this individual, it's someone very important. It's not a name I've heard before. I've never heard the name before either. What's this place? What's going on here? I don't know anything about this place, but I feel that something's in the works here. I sense danger and opportunity. And the danger's a whole lot greater. I want to see what this is about. Now, talk about single file. What a terrible software day. Pay respects to the life and soul of footfall society, loyal 70 Imperium, generous benefactors, but at no expense keep fire faith burning, and an example to all future generations, the most noble and unforgettable Master Bellardo. This last, the fussy administration clerk speaks with a strange voice, and keeps peeking at paper text on it. He drags on and on, blending into a monotonous cascade of praise like Master Bellardo. Everyone prays to the Emperor for the repose of Master Bellardo's soul and prosperity is theirs, and I pass you over the most reverend chaplain. A formidable-looking man, dressed in attire of an ecclesiarchy missionary, glares at the gathered crowd. Here you are, you vultures. Let's offer a prayer then. If you think the Emperor or the Mesher is willing, in other words, myself, did not seem to have us, or was just sorely mistaken. Chaplain looks at you and gives you a straight nod. I wasn't referring to Mistress Fidelia, at least Dance himself on the CEO at the funeral, but the rest I know every one of you, and I would be astonished to discover anyone here treating moons this loss. Let him pray for Bellardo's soul, soon the flames take him, and fitting in for life like this, may the Emperor keep his soul.
As it should be.
The drink has been poisoned. People definitely want Fidelio dead.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
What's over here? A scary-looking shotgun and an efficient armored body glove. Which seems to be like just better than the synth skin I have, so I'll equip that. It makes sense for me to die. Actually, hold on. That's 5% dodge. Probably 60%. If I equip this, my dodge is... No, this is genuinely just better. Nice. Girlfriend hand-me-downs. But no, it's the exact thing. Lord. Looks like silly set trapmen to collapse part of the building. Sorry about any chances. Whoever repaired the body of the grey-haired man lying in the coffin, they did a good job. Even in death he looks majestic. Abelard maintains a grave expression befitting occasionally. Sees the face of the deceased, frowns. Here's the suspicion, then he goes astonished and mistakes. Albeit, this is quite a meeting that caused such under the circumstances. Abelard knew this man? Do I? I would tell him about this man, but the words I use would be improper for a funeral. Yes, your ladyship is dark and dense. Back in the day, he was one of the most notorious pirates in the Coronus Expanse. Lying next to him, Jerry Count was about having a jug or two Prometheum on hand. He did love burning things. Oh yes, he was a menace back then. How long ago was it? 60 years? I saw my last days in Navy when came using Navy's attack. Abelard distractedly runs a hand and through his hair. Well, there was a time when the sight of Jerry Count in a coffin would have been enough to make me dance, quite literally. I'd have thrown, I would have danced a jig on the spot, but how, I don't know. No more jumping into the wall right from under the cruiser's nose, eh, your beast? Thought I'd be at your funeral. Well, the ground for a pirate's funeral. Folks on Footfall known to send a blind eye to many things, but even the locals aren't so unscrupulous as to honour pirate scum a few paces away from the leashed residents. No one has heard of Dens for so many decades. I barely recognised him myself, and I've seen his face on pickets a fair few times back then. I assume he retired and started a more or less honest life under a new name. They're calling him Master Bellado? Now I remember. Reverend Hieronymus mentioned the name Master Bellado is one of the biggest donors to their temple. The implants left in the deceased body speak of his high standing. Expensive tech is typically extracted from the dead, and the most prominent wealthy boys fade upon their death. So a pirate. Mother was a parting praise. Fresh edge stands out, repentance, and signature underneath. Fid.
Keep your wits about you. This could be an opportunity.
Could our resident bomb squad expert at Jinta do something here?
Never doubt me.
Your firing trap wasn't placed here by accident. You hear someone delicately clearing their throat. The source of the sound has been an administrator clerk you saw next to the chaplain. As clothes are neat and impeccably pressed, his face reveals extreme nervousness bordering on fear. Yeah. My good Mistress Fidelio, I do hope you're satisfied with the service provided by our establishment. He's a little closer, Mrs. I beg if you help me, but please keep your voice down. We can't have anyone here. It's a matter of life and death. What's the matter? A clerk voice over about nervously. Please understand, it's very difficult to get on foot with my wages. Imperial Regulation 45308 on post-mortals workers on peripheral worlds directly prohibits the chief operator of the crematorium from leaving their workplace for any reason other than sleep, food, funerals, administration of sacraments. Therefore, I'm forced, practically forced, to look for other sources of income that allow me to stay within the walls of this here establishment. Second little shall we say enterprise. I replace the implants of the deceased with identical replicas and sell them to the right people or ship them ready. I just repaired the newest batch of superb unique implants of the highest quality, but I got careless. That was my first sick leave in 4 standard years. On that very day, the Master Bellado passed away, and his family was quick to organize a ceremony in a crematorium. I simply didn't have time to prepare. Now my container is full of goods. It's in the furnace. You don't help me, they're going to burn any minute. Wait, so you hid valuables in a crematorium's furnace? I've been hiding them there for 2 years now, quite successfully, I might add. Only rich citizens can afford to service a crematorium, and sadly, they don't die all that often. You shall sell goods till the next body arrives. I got lucky this time. Oh, but Becky, what do you need from me and what are you offering in return? While there's still time, could you please get to the furnace and pull the container with implants out of there? Split the goods 50-50. You can even have first pick. Just please hurry. I've still been putting in the coffin my own Bellado. Bellado belongs to the beautiful producer Ash, and my price dogmatics along it. Why'd you ask? Why'd you ask me specifically for help? There's no one else to turn to. Look like exclaimed in dismay. All the guests here are scoundrels, murderers, or crooks, all 3 at once. I was going to send in a servitor, but only personal servitors House Bellado are allowed in the courtyard today, and I don't know if there are access codes. All I have left. I can tell you I'm standing vigil with the most noble countenance too. The moment I saw you, I knew. She's the one who saved me. I will help you on the following condition. You see, I am, most definitely, Mistress Fidelio. I'm afraid I misplaced some of my document. If you make a copy of everything you can find in the archives that has my name in it, you'll get a contraband. Of course, will do. You'll be most pleased results. Just help me for their sake. Room 7. Make it look like you're having a look around. It's a lot easier for you to order in strict area without right suspicion it's me. Find a container. It's in the far corner. Get out and come back to me. I'll be waiting. Ridiculous.
Let us not dawdle.
This character's portrait is the type of ability. That's good to know. It's reserved for coffins.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Abelard. It is completely empty. I should have known.
Well, what do we have here?
Just a minor setback.
Looks like the first.
Why did I not foresee?
Shoot. The doors and the walls. Doors fortified.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Is there money to be made?
Open fire. I can't have open fire.
I will lead us to fortune.
Oh, the floor. We've got to shoot through the floor quickly. Oh, now you're begging Adira for help.
Hand in hand. We are the spears of the Imperium.
Everyone out. I should have known. I should have tech used that. Damn. I can't believe I fell for something so obvious. We're on fire, put them out, quick! Voices come keep you streams something thick and foul, your eyes cover whatever your unbidden savior sort of splash fit. Still a bit of vagrant dressed in rags, you know, you throw his hand. You see a ride, do you hear anything? Hey, Papa, you felt that the ceiling's mighty high up. I don't know what you're doing here. Oh, live here. We live here is all your lateness. You see the old tunnels, they tuck and shoot past Mr. Wayne's times, right to the asteroid. A little stuffy down here, but it's warming up in a big place on the surface. There's one under the crematorium's furnace. They barely burn anyone up there, but they do fire it often enough. It's good for us. Sure, sometimes not smell makes you the vents, like they're roasting you. Makes your mouth work. It's cost comfort for you. Big arms. Thank you kindly. Something to buy a bit of food with, because, well, you used our soup to put you out to sea. It's only 2 days old. You know what Fidelio is? You know, something like a fid lad who used to 5th form, and he's just Muffy. I don't know if you think you're right. I'm gonna get out of here. There's no climb back in your crematorium for you. If your stuff's all burning collapse, it's no biggie. There's only one way up there, so you won't get lost. First, you need to pull this big old lever to open the doors. But busted pipe is where the lever is. After you just walk, use corridors to shaft your way as they are on the surface. The fact that the incompetence of the crematorium's maintenance staff saved our lives does not make their negligence less egregious. I wish to complain. Oh, blessed be those who help us. I'm losing you now. I should have tech used that. I should have known. 1 in 10 reads temple inside time after. This most well kept structures. Aw, that's nice.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
What are these? Promethium. Fuel. I'm stealing your fuel. There's nothing you can do about it. Go water again. Why? Oh, am I kidding? Do they have much choice? What are they corb starch? What is corb? You don't want to know. This is how done books titles say. Life of St. Drusus, high therapy, properties of trying to see its functions, advanced lecture course. Library. Ah. It's fascinating. I always thought that the underplaces were genuinely just like completely devoid of the Emperor's Light, but seeing this, it's kind of comforting. Athletics.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
He did something had to pull a lever. I'm not seeing the lever here. A horrible stench reaching your nostrils long before you see the source. A corridor where punctured pipes and disgorging streams of murky sludge. In the distance, you see the lever that opens the door outside, and you reach by smashing yourself in the lake. I'm too old for this. I think I'm going to be sick. I was going to go and pull a lever, right? I propose the Holy Sister as a candidate. I seek out the spiritual purity spewed off by a little bit of ordinary muck after all. Adi. hoping this is going to be the comic relief, but this is just hilarious. Watching them just bicker, oh my gosh. I do love it when we get decidedly unserious. Hey, Pascal. You're the least organic person here. I'm sure we can handle this, right? Pascal says no. Hang on, you can just say no? As everyone knows, the person who does all the dirty work in the road changes so special. I serve House Pump Valencius. Oh, thank you, Avalon. Sewer aroma. Minus 30 fellowship.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh.
An expected result.
I would leveled up from that? Damn.
Let us see what I found.
A knuckle guard. Ooh, that's actually amazing. Looks like a cavity underneath. Pascal, you figure it out.
The machine god grants me insight.
Packed trash. Pascal, keep digging.
Successful.
Why Namasak from Posse Mr. Wayne's personal collection? So funny. That was so funny. Pascal just saying no. Ay ay ay. Okay, let's see. So the three options available to me are Vanguard. Frontline needed defense support? No. Master Tactician. Always in the thick of battle, using leadership and combat prowess. Master Tactician able to harness momentum with pressy advantage and tactical advantage. Last volley. Everyone shoots at a target. That's awesome. Or the Grand Strategist. Special areas. Front line, back and rear. The first round of combat, all three areas can be created in one turn. Following rounds, only one of them can be created per turn. All areas can be moved. There are two or more Grand Strategists. High supplies. Every ally inside the area except the Grand Strategist gains an extra turn with 1 AP and 2 MP. That's awesome. So I have a bunch of perks that improve taking extra turns, so I'm going to take Grand Strategist. That's what I'm going to do. But for my beloved Cassia, I'm going to make her a Master Tactician because... oh, it just seems right. Abelard. Oh, he can also be a Vanguard. Arch Militant. An Assassin. I would have made a Interrogator an Assassin. Or he's still here. Man, I really fumbled him. I really fumbled him, and I feel so bad about that. So his options are... Every attack against the Vanguard grants them an unyielding beacon. Each attack improves their resolve. Temporary wounds now stack, but only remain stacked until the start of Vanguard's turn. So unyielding guard and unyielding beacon means he gets a lot of temporary wounds and can counterattack everyone near him. That sounds really good. The alternative is assassin. Which involves backstabbing. I'll just make him a vanguard. He gets a lot of temporary wounds. Hello, 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 welcome Sparky. Okay, Argento can become a bounty hunter, a master tactician, or an art merchant. You're a master tactician. Sounds like a great way to give her even more shooting. The bounty hunter. She gets critical hit chance. And can shoot every single enemy she's targeted as prey. Or as an arc militant. What a block point member want to pop in and say ahoy. Well, thank you very much for dropping by. I always like seeing you. Always nice. Okay, hold on. So Pascal as an operative can... Okay, So Argento becoming a bounty hunter... Giving her high crit chance sounds nice, and... Shooting everyone with criticals sounds really tempting. 1% is used to another... Wait, really? Oh wow. So just an additional attack every turn. But this just doesn't sound very useful, you know? Like, that is never going to proc because she's just using her bolter. If she was using a bolt pistol and a chainsword or power sword, then yeah, absolutely, 100%. But I'm not as spec into bolter, so I guess I'm going to make her a bounty hunter. Now Pascal here, I would have loved to make him an exemplar, because he likes hitting both his weapons, but oh well. I'll make him a bounty hunter too. And I'll make Rita a grand strategist. Because why not? Second tier archetypes on me. Sweet.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Let us not dawdle.
Nothing through here. Fair enough. Let me just loot this. It's got a multi-key, nice. Things to do in the Underhive series.
Would you look at that?
Fall for a trap. Damn.
Duty prevails.
Awesome. That blood stinks. Two need to be replaced.
Is there money to be made?
What a purification unit. Device sign is supposed to be used needs a station instead of gathering dust in a warehouse. What's going on here? Ooh. A very nice looking autogun is what I would say if anyone used autoguns. One's dead, come on. Yeah, no. Move it, I said move it. The inspection gets to the second station before we do, I'll have you all recycled. The company's other services won't make them work faster. You know another way to get the lazy boosts to shift themselves? Well, I'm all ears. The inspection sees the second station without a unit. I'll go to Vladimir with this. And if Vladimir finds out, he won't mince words. He'll give us the old Caspelican severance, and then kick us out of the trash chute without a void suit. Simmer down, we'll be fine. Back in my transport days, I showed the inspector the same protection screen on 8 different sides, and I never got busted once. I seriously doubt that Vladimir's inspections are any more diligent. I thought for our one support unit on 3 circuit stations, they won't notice a thing. Better worry about selling the units that we bought. Who the throne is that? This goes beyond the violation of the right to operation. It downright stinks. Hello, I'm Fidelio. No idea who knows. Believe it or not, neither do I. Just who are you and what are you doing here? I'm from Football Station Services carrying out scheduled maintenance, but you're not going to believe that, are you? You heard everything. I don't know. Glancing briefly at his partner, the man lays his hand on his weapon. I promised my wife I could go a month without murder. Too bad, I'd rather break my word than only just bad side. Look, all I did was stop by a funeral and introduce myself as Fidelio. Because of this, some people have attempted to burn me alive, others have drenched me in swill, and now thieving utility workers want to murder me. This is starting to feel like a bad joke. How about I just go on my merry way? Oh, please go right ahead. Haha, just kidding.
I will deliver furious retribution.
What's that noise? Allard. Pascal. Cassia, my love, I will have to ask you to step forward a little so you can do magic mind things. Same with you, Adira. And Argenta, obviously you're always at 4. Let's see. I honestly thought these areas would be larger. That's the front line. I'll call this the rear. And we're in the back.
I'll make it happen.
Definitely want those areas to be bigger.
I refuse.
Abelard, protect me. Argenta.
On it.
Tell Argenta to open fire.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Mark as hunting target.
Doubt
Lock in. Recital. And smoke 'em. Look at those numbers. Oh, that is good. Oh, I should have buffed Argenta before making her turn. Oh well.
Will do.
Can we stack them? No, that moves it. Okay, good to know. How about expose their weakness?
But of course.
Target them. And then tase them. Good numbers. Good numbers. can.
I'm not
I've
accustomed
loved.
to being ordered around. I am
Morgan's
a
flaws.
navigator. Duty demands.
17 stacks of tactical advantage. Interesting. Bonk. Very interesting. Very interesting.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
Why don't you start with a shield ball?
I will do reduced to dust.
If I tell you to stand there, can you
At
attack
your
this
beck and
clip?
call.
You can, good.
One view at a time. It will
Then
be done.
charge this servitor. Oh,
Indeed.
hate him.
I will
Attack
do
him
my
again.
side to care of this one.
Only temp wounds. And I don't feel like shooting. How do I set up a situation where I don't can shoot this fool? I don't think I can, so let's instead have her... Well, let's here and shoot this fool.
As the
And hunker
Emperor
down.
commands, I act.
Pascal, go here and cut this fool down. Turn around and face this fool.
Taught you to fight like this.
What you talking about? Drop a sworn enemy on this fool.
Victory
Let me
is
chop
in
them
the-
up.
reduced
Wow,
to
100 damage. That'll do. No enemies remain. Good. Stun grenade. How fun.
Abelard, I've been meaning to ask, how are you keeping it together so well? Don't you ever feel awful without her?
Enough, Plus. We have a duty to the new rogue trader. You would do well to focus on that. If you keep your mind busy, you will have less opportunity to fill it with awful things.
True. There are different dates, but only 2 names. I guess it's those fools. And I really should have checked that damn burner. I got so embarrassed. Okay. Now how about we return to that funeral, huh? I say with vengeance dripping from my voice. Hi, I'm still alive. As you appear, a dozen eyes and guns shifting your direction. I guess those many no longer pretend to be peaceful mourners. They are, however, stunned to see you. don't believe it. You had the nerve to come back after you tumbled through the flames. Listen, Duggan, I hate you. You hate me. Maybe we can set aside the differences for the sake of our mutual target, so to speak. Finally, boy, you showed some signs of being your father's son. Den's had never beaten around the bush with rifles. Shoot their head off and be done with it. Anyway, accept your proposal. He aims his weapon at you. We tried killing you quietly. That didn't work, so we'll just kill you plain and simple. This is for Full Throne's sake. Bye-bye, Fidelio. I don't quite know how to explain it to you all, but I'm not actually Fidelio. Anyone would say that when looking down the barrel of a dozen guns. Don't people want to kill me without saying why. We don't care. Come now, Duggan, let's give the lady an explanation for her death. You see, Mistress Fidelio, my late father, Den's demon-taken Ballard, has bequeathed his entire fortune to you. Not to me, his only son, not his first mate, you. Then leave us, you must die.
You will beg for mercy, and I will grant none.
I'll bleed you dry.
Haha, none. Is it? Oh. This has been one of the most genuinely enjoyable experiences in this game so far, simply because it's just so harebrained. Cool.
Who, if not me?
Abelard.
I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done.
Follow my lead.
I'll make it happen.
It will be done.
This is Casperlado. We'll just attack him. Oh, nice plasma dodge, damn.
Indeed.
I designate the front line as here.
My gut tells me it's a
That's
bad
the
idea.
line of sight. That's great. Well then, with the back line.
On it.
You're the rear. Well done. Idira.
Anything else?
Let's Duggan. Exploit.
Will do. Be gone.
Just give them a little zap, just to make sure they're paying attention.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Cleanses the body. I'm here, maggot.
Out my way. Hold on. Let's get to it.
An exemplary strike.
Nice.
Let's make it quick. Let's get to it.
Bonk. Shot bash is such a good skill.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's see. Which direction can she shoot in that will cause the most strategic benefit? Probably this
Faith
one.
without deed. Each stroke is a prayer. In thy light I stand, and thy light I
Ah,
pray.
mastery.
I'll do it.
Bang.
That is not the Emperor's will.
Go,
As
what?
the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Eradicate it.
I know I said 28%, but that felt like really not. Come to the front line and.
bastard! I'm enraged!
Oh, cool, a full-on combat servitor. A melter. Oh, and just really taking a chunk out of him. That's great. Nice plasma overcharge.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Cool.
My vow is to serve.
Analyze enemies.
The script
And shock them.
is
40 damage. Not bad at all.
If I may.
This. What's your purpose? They existed? Damn. You're fine, you get melted. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, Abelard, my dear.
At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
Charge this fool.
I will do my duty.
Take particular vengeance against this annoying clerk.
My place is at the fore. It will be done.
Brace. A scowl can
the Messiah
target
comprehends all.
Mac.
Insignificant value.
If I banish your machine spirits, yeah, you do get zapped. That's good.
High momentum.
I'll make it happen.
I'll buff you. I'll order you to do something. I can order Argenta to do something. I should have made a move first. Oh well.
I will not. As the Emperor commands, this is why I was chosen. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Who, if not me?
Buff Argenta for an next volley. And then tell Argenta to just keep doing things.
This.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Very nice.
As the
Single
Emperor
shot.
commands,
Bang.
strike is a prayer. Doubt is for the weak eradicated.
Bang.
I'll do it.
Bang.
Not this Greyer's job.
Nah. I kind of want to have her step forward, but I don't think that'll end too well for her. Yeah, no. Probably expose weakness on the quirk. On the quirk? On the clerk. Joint analysis. Can I just scream at him? Good, that worked.
Time to slaughter someone.
Have Argenta step forward and
As the Emperor commands, I act.
get prepared to unleash a volley on this fool
I'll do it.
because they're annoying me. I'll have Cass. Oh, she can do
Isn't this a job for the
this.
serfs?
One fewer target.
Much purpose, such a good ability. Can I have you step forward and let... No, okay. Have you step forward.
That is foolishness. I have read tomes of military tactics.
Just buff Pascal, why not? Oh, actually you can give
I'm
me an order.
afraid not.
No. Okay. Order Pascal around then. Which achieves very little.
Running binaric override.
Out of my way.
A tactically sound approach.
Abelardo runs up.
Victory is imminent.
Hates this guy.
It will be
Shotgun.
done.
Whoops, that completely failed.
I will do my duty.
Alright. A skull can move up to very little effect, I'll be honest, and taste this fool. Oh, sorry, bystander.
My vow is to serve. Running binaric override.
Don't let your guard down.
Come on, Pascal. I believe in you. I think you can do it.
The Omnissiah.
Damn it, man.
I'm not so sure.
This is unacceptable. Faith without
Okay,
deeds
move up
is
and reload.
worthless.
What am I telling? I have to tell you everything.
I refuse.
Yeah, no, I have to do this. Turn-based combat.
None can escape the Emperor's
There we go.
judgment.
Blam. I can miss his bloody face. Ah, it hurts. That's Bellardo. Cosmolady clutches him in his body. Crematorium is gonna have his hands full today. Stop shooting. Oh no, Dad. Chaplain looks at the carnage around a matter of factly. Wonderful. This funeral densely planned. Treat their wounds. I'm not in a killing mood. Will do. I would ask the esteemed guest to stay for a moment longer. We still have an important bit of business to take care of. Are we done with the firing squads? I'd like to resolve the matter of Den's inheritance. After that, give him a proper send-off. Upon in Seaswill, all of Bellardo's fortune goes not to his worthless Suncast, not to his brilliant mate Dogon, but to Fidelio, a mysterious new heir. However, I believe a certain party would like you to intervene in this process. I still have a question. Who, in the name of the Golden Throne, is Fidelio? If Fidelio were here, if they were to know about their status as the heir, they would have made themselves known by now. And if it's not you, Mum, then I suppose I never know the truth, but can we make our own truth, can we? We're on full names and ideas traded and used here and everywhere imaginable, and that's all that remains to recognize you today. Then so be it. I'm Fidelio and your inheritance is mine. It's written in a will, so be it. I see to all formalities and make sure you see all the deeds of the property. Profit factor 4. Watch your life without care in the world. Did I get your thing? We should have music a drink or 5. Let's see. Talking to no word, making you long furious look. I'd like to say goodbye to my old friend. Crematorium's a bit wrecked now, haha. Who needs Crematorium? Dens love having his enemies drenched in promethium and burned. They didn't call him Jerrycan Dens for nothing. I think it'd be a nice gesture to send him on his way in the same fashion. Thankfully, it's easy enough to procure a Jerrycan promethium and football. Fitting. Wanna stay and watch? With pleasure.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
What an absolute clown shoes. We're all healthy and well. Made some profit. That's all that matters. Is it too premature to return? I think it's too premature to return, which really sucks, because one of us is injured and the other one smells like, well, you know. Let's Let's just cross our eyes, dot our T's, and get out of here. What a laugh. Right. You get this knuckle bite, of course. Reduces wounds by 10%, increases critical hit chance.
Slippery as a snake, like any seasoned operator. I don't need any voices in my head to predict that.
Some leaders hold onto power with an iron fist. But Takara isn't the type. He's an opportunist. A brilliant opportunist.
Like, that's wonderful. Why are you back at a Frida exhibit? I take me to catch new ones. I can't see, you noticed them, you didn't sin makeup. Whatever. Well, this place is really nice.
I always keep my options open.
Let him Takara the Liege. Oh my. You definitely didn't think of the Imperium. No, I guess I kind of do. My patience, remember the way out, dismissed. The tall man in austere grey clothes makes a show looking past the woman he's addressing. Jay, hello. Vladim. Why don't you put such harsh words into your mouth? You talk like you're an Imperial clerk, not one of us. The woman, who is standing with her back to you, lets now stench aside, then her tone changed dramatically. Where's my cargo, Vladimir? Falco has it, doesn't he? So that's how you do business with your old friends these days? So you don't remember. And the help will remind you. Guard, escort her out. Dari, move. The massive guard leans down to the woman and says in a loud voice, "Gee, get going whilst he's lashing you. Quit trying to stir us in your masculinity and thank you like he started you want to walk out the door. Don't get the chance next time." Hello. First an insult, now threats. I see courtesy intact and no longer a valued commodity on Footfall. Oh well, I'll see. I'll find myself a better deal. She turns on her heel and heads towards the exit. As she passes you by, she gives you a quick once-over, winks at you, then immediately turns away with a flip of her jet black hair. I'm like, ooh, and then, like, immediately my navigator girlfriend just gives me, like, the most piercing glare someone with 3 eyes can. The tall man, who's long since noticed your presence, is studying you intently. Madame Takara, lead your footfall. As please proceed to my office. A spread befitting a visitor rank is waiting. Your attire will be accommodated thereby. Suddenly, let's go. While you're engaged in small talk, you get a chance to take the measure of the Liege of Takara. His expressions aloof and focused, his gestures curt and firm, and his speech calm and quiet, as though he is used to people always listening to what he says. Judging by his observant gaze, he's been studying you in turn this whole time. Madam straightens his chair and says in a polite but completely different tone, "Let's talk business. On behalf of the elite of Footfall Station, I offer you my condolences, Lady Von Valencius. We mourn the Lady Theodora's loss, and we hope this sentiment is taken as a sign of our good intentions and willingness to cooperate." I accept your condolences. Gives you a long look and says calmly, I'm not versed in the language of aristocracy, but I do hope that you didn't say anything unsavory. Either way, you've established a certain distance between us, and I will make note of it. I'm impressed by your prudence. Your decision to travel footfall incognito without announcing either the death of the previous rogue trader or your own status. It was quite wise. The rumors will spread sooner or later. It's impossible to keep secret something that's known to thousands of people serving on a void ship, but for now you're free to reap the benefits of anonymity. I've heard much about your rare acumen. Or I should say about the profoundly impressive results you managed to achieve by using it. I've always had a fondness for individuals who can destroy their enemy, or gain a powerful ally with just a few well-played phrase sentences or precisely issued orders. The corners of Latin's mouth twitch, bringing his expression dangerously close to a genuine smile. As you may have noticed, Woodfall is currently in a state of crisis. Its people would benefit from the patronage of a figure such as yourself. I was attacked right at the docks. An outrageous stunt, a show of disrespect for both you and me. Sadly, such incidents in football are akin to natural disasters. Impossible to predict or preempt, they simply happen. I don't consider football to be a pirate den, but believe me when I say there is a difference between organised crime and gangs of thugs who have nothing to lose. You're attacked by the latter. The Unvers are a gang of punks who spit on our customs and hierarchy. Even their leader is more akin to an ideologue, a rabble-rouser who calls for people's heads, not a commander. Sooner or later, we will find him and have him strung up. That will likely cool his followers' enthusiasm. Behind a carefully built facade of composure, you sense anger. It appears that the man is not used to losing control, but that is exactly what is happening. I'd like to know about the Unvers gang. Why haven't they been dealt with yet? He grits his teeth slightly before answering. I've been using all my resources to delay the moment when the station is hit by famine. I haven't gotten around to the Unvers yet. As detrimental as they are, they're no players. When their leader dies, the rest will scatter. Don't lost your assistant. What? Your words seem to perplex him for a moment. His face remains cold. Oh yes. Yes, her death was quite regrettable development. Who was that woman the warden threw out? Her expression hardens, and he makes a frustrated gesture. A dead woman walking. Some, however, still call her Jay Hidari, a small-time hustler with big ambitions that will lead her to a sticky end. It's strange. A small-time hustler, even a particularly audacious one, wouldn't likely quarrel in public with a figure as important as the Legion of Footfall. What seems stranger still is the League knows this small fry by name. She's irrelevant. Since I'm the one in control of the situation of Footfall, I can speak on behalf of all its noteworthy residents. Situation in the region. Troubling. Xenos raids are growing more frequent, trade is suffering, and fringe worlds are going under. Rumours of atrocities being committed by enemies of humanity are causing excessive panic due to their exotic nature. The core of the Imperium forces in the Cronus Expanse have departed for the sector's borders to combat the Xenos threat. There have been no word from them for a while now. Then again, with the distance and the current issues with Ashtvas, that is not entirely out of the ordinary. Still, we are not yet alone. For several of the worlds hit by Xenos attacks, we've received reports of fierce warriors who descended from the sky and into the fray. Fragmentary accounts led me to believe the blessed dead Astartes operating in the Cronus Expanse, and I wait news of their victories with great anticipation. Had brains Xenos attacks from Footfall? No, they haven't. Attacking Footfall in general is not a particularly reasonable thing to do. Many ships are docked here at any given time, and even listed weapons on board would make for a decent fighting force. And that's not even to mention the firepower that our esteemed messengers have shamefully hidden from our station's customs officials. For us here, Xenos is more a source of income than a threat. Are we talking about dealing Xenos artifacts here? In a manner of speaking, miraculously, Vladimir has managed to frame lost sense of the question. What will this place for anything bought? Mind you, anything can be sold. I do not approve of fear of Xenos. One must know and understand the enemy. I'm convinced your connection to Footfall will allow you to broaden your knowledge and understanding of Xenos considerably. I'll see to your curiosity is satisfied in every way. What sort of patronage do you seek from me? Protection. Not military protection, but a different kind of security. You have, of course, already encountered difficulties with warp navigation on your way here. I'm afraid the scope of these difficulties extends far beyond this area. Reports of distracted routes and ships vanishing during short jumps are coming in from across the entire sector. Communications with the Calixis sector have been extremely unstable. Of the ships that have dived into the moor in recent years, none have returned. The last ship that came through the moor from the other side was struck by a temporal anomaly. The jump took almost 2 decades in real space-time. We've heard of periods of warp instability, including cases where the moor would become particularly inaccessible for navigation for years on end, thus temporarily cutting off the Cronus expansion of the Imperium. Even so, Vladim's words are particularly alarming. It seems like something has had a profound effect on the moor. And this brings us to our main problem. Footfall is a repair shipyard and a trading post. We barely produce anything ourselves and are largely dependent on incoming shipments, especially food shipments. The station actually has some reserves, but the supply issues didn't start yesterday. Footfall would be obliged to help on Valencius to assist us by signing a contract for food deliveries. I can't be the only one who asks for help. Naturally, I tried contacting other rogue traders, but the terms of House Corda have bled Footfall dry, and as for the esteemed Caligos Winterscale, instead of a food shipment from him, I received a transport, then a navigator, packed with refugees. I had to send them all off to Falstone, so the extra amounts of food have only worsened the crisis further. I suppose all these warp fluctuations must have created more pressing concerns for Lord Winterscale. And so I put my faith in you, the third and last of Footfall allies. If you're so fond of my acumen, then do not insult it by putting on a brave face now. You both of you have far greater need of me than I have of you. Very perceptive. Well, now you know what you're buying. The situation is difficult, but should you decide to offer your support, you'll forget about the existence of training hubs other than the Footfall, because you won't have more loyal friends anywhere else. So what are the terms of this deal? It's simple. Delivery food shipments from your fertile words, yes, I imagine I'm quite familiar with that jewel of Von Valetius Protectorate, in exchange for fair payment. The Iconoclast is very tempting to say, I will help these people out the goodness of my heart, but I'm a freaking rogue trader. I can't just do that every time. I'm not running a charity. If anything, I'm running a non-profit. Very well, I'll help you with your food shipments. Lemon takes a quick sip from his glass. I'm immensely obliged, ladyship. I assume you're going to need time to get the shipments up and running. I can wait. My end, I promise you complete cooperation with your endeavours. That actually not too far from it. They keep torch for the store. We'll deal with. Let's not go to make deals here on the station. Here, I'm the main dealer on the station. It would be disrespectful of me to suggest that you take a business Footfall trade as lesser importance. Still, you might take an interest in a few people, though. For example, Reverend Hieronymus Loroso. The Seven Ecclesiarchy is rumoured to purchase sacred relics from captains, and other traders don't seem too keen on becoming his competitors. If you're looking for goods that can entertain you, find Octavano at the establishment called Adeptus Amesicus. The chemical bliss that she offers is refined and possesses a satisfactory degree of purity. Just don't ask you to pour you a signature drink. It's meant for common Footfall rabble, not discerning clientele. I have some questions about Footfall. Rest assured, I will be candid. My lips are bound by the oath of service. I'm not exactly interested in Footfall. The abode of merchants, unitech traders, and only a few bandits. What are you referring to? For a certain custom of Footfall, any rogue trader who arrives in the station and docks is considered to be its absolute ruler, and liege to their loyal servant. That would make me your servant. Vladimir Anagrin's bearing contradicts his words. However, as long as you remain incognito, it will be difficult for you to use this privilege. Keep this in mind if you wish to communicate with the less knowledgeable inhabitants of the station. For them, you are an ordinary visitor Footfall. I won't abuse my right, and I in turn will remain your gracious attitude. I remember when the esteemed Claves Windscale returns to discover that Footfall is no longer under his patronage. He'll be displeased upon finding his men's encroached upon and will try to take it back. And Caligos Windscale's displeasure is a very, very hazardous phenomenon. Fight between two rogue traders will ensue, and as ridiculous as it may sound, its outcome will most likely depend on the allegiance of the station's humble liege. It also raises the Xenocus trade. The Caspella Commission, a criminal syndicate that has seized control of the entirety of the cold trade in the sector. Xenos creations are in high demand, and so every single colony has a Caspellican agent or two, posing their commercial interests a lot more dangerous than using their merchandise. A pale ghost smile appears on his lips. It Still, making friends with this organization is profitable as it is dangerous to make enemies of them. And it just so happens that I managed to earn their trust, and on football, they conduct their business under my watchful eye. Questions? Let's get down to business. Let's see here. Ooh, a very nice sub revolver. Well, I've got. Goodness gracious. You are kidding. A factor of 23 gives me quite some. It only really goes up to level 1. I want to trade you some items of course. It would take a ridiculous amount. Very well. I'll just buy these things and move on with my life for now. Cool. Well, I guess we just step outside then. Lord Captain, I'm pleased to report the inspections have been completed and all identified system failure has been resolved. The void ship is ready to depart Footfall. The crew is waiting for your further instructions and there are also a number of issues that need to be addressed. Well, let's head back to the ship then. Quarter, a well-groomed young man calls out to you. He is clean-shaven and dressed in clothes that expensive but unshowy, with bright aquila embroidered in a prominent spot. Noble lady, a minute of your time, if you please. I am Bastian Indermid Bastal Corda, youngest cousin of House Corda, envoy of Insignia Bastal Corda, rogue trader of the Coronis Expanse by the grace of the most holy emperor. As the envoy of Theodora von Valencias, I noticed you arrived on the esteemed lady's ship. Corda, There are some of the most influential rogue traders in the Coronis Expanse, but not on Footfall, the station under control of House Winterscale. Something tells me about her most curious offer. What do you wish to speak to me about? A matter of the utmost delicacy. You see, you've been to the residence of the Liege. Ladin also suddenly appealed to your assistance in arrangements of shipments to Footfall. Von Valencia's protectorate is famed for the abundance of its main agri-royal Yanis. It would be odd for him not to seize on such an opportunity when Footfall is on the verge of famine. However, the Corda dynasty pursues its own interests on Footfall. We've already announced our terms to Liege, but he is stalling, I imagine, in hopes of getting a better offer from you. The Corda dynasty believes, Bastien smiles and gives a slight shrug, that cooperation would be preferable for both rogue trader houses. If you refuse Ladin, thereby forcing him to agree to a deal with us, the Corda dynasty can promise you a share of the profits from the future contract, as well as certain other perquisites. Everyone benefits. Emperor's most loyal servants should be more concerned with carrying his will through the stars and less with divvying up profit among themselves. Argenta says this approvingly, but quietly enough so as to not interrupt the negotiations, especially when the well-being of one of the Imperium's worlds is at stake, even one such as Footfall. Behind your smile, Master Bastion, teal shadows swirl. Others may not see them, but your worry cannot escape my eye. What are you afraid of? Perhaps his wrath should these negotiations prove fruitless? Or the wrath of House von Valencias? Dira, who was yawning in boredom a moment ago, flinches and clutches her face, hunting her fingernails digging into her skin. They're coming! Again! Brothers are the ones who came before! I don't get it. Do they all have a death wish? I appreciate the warning, Adira. What? Bastion stares at you surprised, then turns around. Get help.
I'll make an example out of you!
And this is why we have a telepath on retinue. sit back here. Genta can't actually move that far forward. Cool. Whatever. Marvelous.
It's as good
You
as done.
protect me.
I'll see to it
Empowered.
personally.
You
On
step
it.
over there.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
And then you can.
Who, if not me?
Indeed. At your beck and call.
I'll make it happen.
That should do me some good. One on Abelard.
Was that you?
Hold on.
Why Stead Lanny?
Reading damage to bulk.
Scared yet?
I never actually used a medkit on them. Unlucky Mechanicus.
As the Emperor commands, I act. That is not the Emperor's will.
Just thugs if we want to the back. I'll hold off on marking any targets and I'll just have her not shoot down range.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands.
And then hunker
I
down.
act.
Abelard charge
Victory
forward.
is imminent. I took care of this one. Reduced to dust.
Oops, daisy. Sorry. And our resident. Weird.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Oh, did them both? That's awesome. Actually, can you just bark at
around?
Scowl and zap those fools? Very good, very good.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Pascal keep shooting. I think that's the best use of his powers right now. Oh, actually, can we like take a shot against these fools? He can. Okay. I'll get twice the Lenny with this. Look at that armored anvil with this. What does that have me target that weakling? We'll shoot its weakling. Damn. Just kazap. I don't really want to waste that, so...
Running binaric override.
I got really high.
Quick.
stun grenade.
I'll see to it
Scowl,
personally.
would you kindly...
The Omnissiah condemns you.
Wow, he missed entirely, but hit twice dead there.
It's as good as done.
Off Argenta. Argenta.
High momentum.
Mira's fine. I'll have a
Cover me.
move up to have some better cover. Or relevant cover, more like.
That is
I'm
not
sick of
my
falling on
destiny.
you, so...
On it.
Just joint analysis and call it good.
Here we go. Die! Die!
Argenta move up.
I'll do it.
Mark this fall.
As the Emperor commands, I
Bang, 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 bang.
I'll do it.
Very nice. Abelard, there's nothing back here for you anymore, so let's just have you return to the front line.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
He's so mobile, you'd never call him old.
At your beck and call. Indeed. I'd rather not.
Here, my lovely, do you think you could, like, lure someone in? Yes.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Either
If
he
only that
resisted
were
or he just
possible.
was too far away. You know, both of them.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I will do my duty.
And it is so gross that we can
I'm
just
not
do
interested.
this. Bonk.
Grey hair, sure hand.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. Try to die with grace, at least.
Time to slaughter someone.
Well, then you're supposed to be on our side.
Away.
As for this twice dead Lenny, why don't we just like mess with the machine spirits a bit?
Request approved.
Just give them really bad time.
Hold on.
Even more guards. You guys are so unnecessary, but I appreciate the enthusiasm.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Arc order to Pascal a bit. Oh, his gun is out of ammo, that's the issue.
Running binary override.
Which is not something that comes up particularly often, I'll be honest.
I know what is to come.
Let's get to it.
Argenta
As the
run.
Emperor commands, I act.
17 movement, that cannot be right. Such a ridiculous number. Yeah, just charge up and like hunger down. I don't know.
My place is at the fore. Target well struck.
Bonk. That went well. Sector 2, watch back, make sure you're not being followed. Step back inside. Hey, do you just know what the hell happened? Our deal is still in place. Masker called Kirsty vanished from Vladimir's face soon as taking out, which permeated him like he has no serious stench. Mentioned himself as servant of the house quarter, asked me to have a word with him, and then, imagine the odds, someone blew his brains out. Vladim doesn't look surprised. The Anvers again, I presume. Those narco degenerates don't care whom they shoot, be it my servants, yours, or those in the employ of house quarter. I suppose this agent wished to negotiate a deal that would have you refrain from hindering incendiary quarters' efforts to strangle us with the threat of hunger and demand our obedience? If so, I don't believe I will be mourning a man's passing very long. I see. Let's give my apologies for the sheer number of threats. Delightful. Shall we return to the ship for now? Yeah, actually now's a good time to start cooling down the stream, you know? I say that knowing damn well there's going to be like 100 different things that demand my attention the second I step home.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh, Heinrichs, hi. A familiar figure turns to you. Heinrichs on Kellogg, interrogatively or Xenos bows his head respectfully. Lord Captain. Honored interrogator, what surprise. Did you, perchance, leave something in your cabin? After all, first officer in. I was in the habit of leaving a trail, but I thank you for your concern. I'm pleased. I could say I'm pleased to see you again. But that kind of feels facetious given it's like a, you know, interrogator. See you again, Heinrichs. Heinrichs hints a smile. I'm glad to hear my presence aboard your ship did not leave with unpleasant memories. I hope this vision won't change once I explain the reason for my visit. I was able to contact my mentor and report the tragic events that transpired on Reichert Minoris. I also received some information from my agents regarding the movements and actions of enemies of humanity, including the Xenos that we're assuming were involved in the theft of the star. According to their findings, the threat now hangs over other worlds. This time yours, Lord Captain. Heinrichs clears his throat and begins in a pointedly official tone. By the order of Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar, whose duty is to stand sentinel over the Coronus Expanse, the rogue trader of House von Valentius is to take on board the agent of the Most Holy Inquisition, and provide escort and support in deeds great and small that serve to safeguard the territories of the Imperium and its enemies. This decree is effective immediately upon announcement and remains in effect until decided otherwise by His Excellency Calcazar. Dearest whisper is barely audible. All I got is this ridding ourselves of this snitch won't be easy. I can't exactly say no. What exactly caused this need to rejoin your crew? The cause is the activity of humanity's enemies, including the cult of the Final Dawn. In my absence, the situation in the Cronus Expanse has changed. I received an exhaustive report from my agents. This heresy has taken root in the regions where the Von Valentius worlds lie. You probably already know about the fated industrial world of Kiavagama. If not, then I will share details I know, but not here. Better talk on board, where it will not be overheard. The worst part is, like, 3 is, like, probably the posh and proper answer, but 4 is, like, the answer that's actually exactly one-to-one true to my case and beliefs here. A sanctioned psyker with an inquisitorial rosette in my retinue, for free no less. The other rogue traders will be possibly green with envy. I can't not say that. That's exactly what I'm thinking and feeling. No, actually, that kind of sounds dangerous. I, rogue trader Dolly Von Valentius, welcome you to the Golden Throne aboard my ship and take on responsibility of assisting you in the fight against the evils that threaten humanity. That's a befitting a righteous servant of the Emperor. If duties brought you aboard the rogue trader ship once more, then such is the Emperor's will. Welcome back, Interrogator. Thank you, sister. It is an honour to be travelling on the blessed Adeptus Sororitas. Master Van Calox! Cassia's voice is brimming with genuine joy, which she visually hides behind a facade of highborn primness. Since you are with us once more, I do hope you will find time to finish your conversation about the literary works of Cronhella the Blessed. I make every effort, Lady Facilio. I also must deliver this to you. When responds out a sealed letter, Lord Inquisitor specified the contents envelope are for your eyes only. I would ask you to read it as soon as you have the time. That is everything for the time being. Are you headed to the ship, or do you still have business on foot for? Whatever the case, I can await for you on board, or accompany as part of your retinue. I keep saving my life and I keep, like, pushing her away. Let's go back. Let's heal Pascal. Let's make our... Let's have my poor man have a shower. Let's deal with every other problem that's emerged. Lord Captain, the inspection of the ship's systems is complete. The tech priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel, except there is an issue you must be made aware of. Cassia makes a quick nervous gesture, adjusting the adornment over her third eye. I have been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double-check the route of the Turdogonus and discover that it does not match the one recorded in the Atlas. It's more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no longer be used for travelling. To make matters worse, I started checking the paths from the Atlas, one after another, and I saw the same thing everywhere. The warp is roiling with an ominous storm, bursting with vivid and screaming colours. It will not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is now utterly useless. Argent angrily chops the air with the side of a palm. Warp storms are our enemies, just like heretics and demons. It's a shame they can't be dispersed with a flame or a bolter. Now we can be certain the problems with astropathic communication in the Cronus Expanse are no coincidence. There is a warp disturbance in your way, Lord Captain. It is swallowing messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means you need to locate the key worlds of the Von Valentius Protectorate as soon as possible. I am talking about Yanis, Dargonus, and Kiavagama. Charting new routes that can be reached and restoring control will be the necessary next step. Tell me about Yanis. The surface of Yanis was altered extensively, so the planet can be designated an agri-world. It is a powerful food base, capable of supplying the burgeoning protectorate and exporting provisions to the outer worlds at the same time. Yanis owes much of its prosperity to the Governor House of Yard. Under its leadership, the world has grown ever more prosperous year after year, securing shipments and taxes while keeping the workforce tightly controlled. What is Kiavagama? Industrial world Kiavagama is being managed by the Governor House of Gaprak, and supplies your protectorate with rare mineral resources. Additionally, the planet features an Adeptus Mechanicus Manufactorum that processes materials and prepares them for shipment. I testify that Kiavagama is a world marked by the omniscience patronage. By his grace, the manufactorums of the world Forms of the world are inhabited by committed and industrious machine spirits. Harriet's cost quietly. Mistress Tollerman neglected to mention that Calvagama Manufactorum also supplies heavy machinery, from forage harvesters to vessel systems and components. You display commendable knowledge of our world's manufacturing capability, Von Calvix. Is to be of service. What do you know about Dargonis? Dargonis is the heart and soul of your protectorate. This is where the main administrative resources and storage facilities are, and so is the Von Valencia's palace. If you would like to know, this is why you will publicly accept the title of Rogue Trader. Dargonis is a major administrative hub that runs the cargo fleet and keeps track of its finances. Abelard, what's your opinion? Abelard strokes his beard for a few seconds before giving a hesitant reply. Rediscovering the agri-world will supply your protector with something none of your servants can do without: sustenance. The importance of basic supplies should not be underestimated. Just look at Footfall in its current pitiful state. On the other hand, I am concerned by the rumours concerning Kiavagama. There have been no problems on Yanis for many years, but something is very wrong with the industrial world right now. Today may cost us the entire planet. I trust I do not have to explain the capital world. Losing it would make us the laughingstock of the other dynasties. Besides, the loss of chronicles and ledgers will spell a bureaucratic catastrophe. So all three systems are equally vital to the Protectorate. It forces you to decide which should be brought into the fold before the rest, Captain. Very well, our course is clear. My officers have any other issues that require immediate attention? That's all, Lord Captain. Rest on the crew await your instructions and are ready to depart Footfall immediately, should you so desire. Cool. We'll probably go to Yanis first, because everyone starving to death is not a good thing. Probably. I wouldn't know. Oh, here's the letter, by the way. May the Emperor's faithful forever remain in the light of his favour. Let me first express my condolences on the tragic death of the most honourable Theodora von Valentius. Nevertheless, I was elated to learn that the warrant of Rogue Trader has now been passed to a worthy and promising heir. These words are not hollow compliments, but rather the Inquisition's official opinion of your person. As fate would have it, you have taken the reins of the von Valentius dynasty in an hour most dire, when grim portents of dark events to come are surfacing throughout the Cronus expanse. I've been duty-bound to become the first sentinel who sees the approaching threat, and I hereby alert you that this is indeed coming. Our loyalty and resolve will be tested. People such as you and I will become the pillars that will unite the Emperor's frightened children and inspire them to fight back. And so I greet you as my dependable ally and assure you of my favour. From now on, you have a trusted friend within the... It is my policy to assume that the Inquisition speaks with one mouth and thinks with one mind, and those two things are entirely separate. And reading this under that policy makes it sound like the official stance is that we like you. The unofficial stance, you're a trusted friend. No doubt such an incident will be examined in excruciating temperate fashion that rules out the most radical form of judgment. Bad news, guys. I've caught the attention of the Inquisition. Just about the most concerning situation one can be in. Let's make our Psycho a little assassin, because I feel like it. No, actually Arc Militant sounds so much better. Like, I wanted him to be an assassin because he runs in and stabs them and all, but he also just straight up uses a sword. I want him to have a sword and pistol. I'm sorry, I'm doing this. I'm giving dual weapon fighting, I'm giving a plasma pistol or a bolt pistol, and I'm calling it good. I'm sorry. Look, I love your bolt pistol, I really do, but you're never going to use it. Yeah. And with that, we'll wrap up for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see ya when I see ya.